See this right here? I am back. I told you I was going to be back. I am back with another regular show review episode. Of course, you don't know me. I'm DJ Cass. And the episode I just reviewed was called California King. Now, to think about it, I don't know why it was called California King to begin with, but I'm going to have to look that up. That's actually good research I need to do. But yeah, turns out we kicked off the episode with, again, I've actually said this throughout my reviews that I've done, that Rigby has just grown up so much in this season. Like, he has just grown up so much. And what I just saw was definitely another good example on how he said it was time to be a man. They actually let him stood on the table, which I'm surprised Betson, knowing him, he didn't get on Rigby for that. But yeah, he was saying, I got a new bed. It's time to say goodbye to the trampoline, which I am so surprised that they have not done an episode on how he got that trampoline. Like, I really need to see that. I think that would have been that nice. But yeah, he says it's time for a change. It's time to be a man. I'm gonna get an actual bed. And tell you one thing though, I like that everybody kind of like, gave him a clap in the platform and praised him for it, because I honestly didn't think they were going to take him seriously, but I'm glad that they did. Definitely showing him some support, because I think it really was a moment for him. And again, like I said, just character development. He tosses away the trampoline in the dump after doing like 2 awesome backflips off of it. And then we see him in his new bed. I don't know why I didn't think this, but he gets a big king size bed. Like, I also thought he was just gonna get like a little twin or something, but no, that was a king size. And honestly, maybe part of it, the reason why he couldn't get into it, maybe the other reason was he was just too small for it. And it's just like, because you gotta think, like, the size of a bed, like, you gotta think, you have to be able to fit it, and you have to be able to feel it, but he just could not get into it. That definitely shows the connection that he had and the importance that trampoline meant to him, no matter how much his back hurted. But anyway, he finally realizes the next morning he's planning on get the trampoline back, but all of a sudden the guy, Ziggy, he actually says no second chances. You're not getting that trampoline back. So he has to get, of course, Mordecai to help him, and they have to go to the city dump. Now, I don't know what it is, but it's just like, ever since, we've all remember like the garage door episode, it just seems like every single store that they have, there's always like some trial or tribulations, like medieval type stuff that just gets you to what you need. And I actually like that. It's different. Yeah, they go to the city dump. They see this guy in like some old rags. Surprised he didn't have like one of those canes or a staff like a wizard. But yeah, he tells like, you have to get up to Ziggy's shack to get your trampoline back. Hey, I did a rhyme right there. So that's cool, because there were some rhymes in this episode. Yeah. If you want your trampoline back, you gotta go back to Ziggy's shack. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, and apparently, as it looks like they had to go through the gate, they actually just go through a hole in the fence. So they basically cheated. Maybe the first time, but yeah. And this turns out this city dump, I don't know why, but I would like to go there, because it just looks so fun when death isn't involved. But yeah, they have to go. It turns out it's a big old maze, and Corny, the can, was fantastic. He was hilarious. But yeah, as it turned, and as they're about to go, they're going and going and going. It turns out they go through the cold caves, I think it was. Oh. Yeah, the cold caves, I guess, and all these TVs. And people, this is exactly why when you get flat screens or anywhere it's TV, you cannot leave those TVs on. Believe me, that is one of my biggest gripes. I have to leave TVs on, and the fuses burn out. So yeah, and as they're about to get, I actually wanted to hear that riddle. And as they're about to get on a riddle, there's this guy from the bathroom. I'm going to assume that was a commercial, because it honestly looked like another episode of, if you ever heard the show Office, that's what it looked like to me. And he just tells them like where to go, and Mordecai Rigby go. And I actually kind of found it funny throughout they were supposed to do some trials, but the garbage, I guess it's like the foreshadowing. It's a dump. Nobody really cares, so it's just like we'll just tell them where to go. And of course, they finally get to Ziggy's shack, and I don't know, but he didn't even look menacing to me. He was kind of he was kind of like the evil version of Willy Wonka to me. That's what he kind of what he made me think about. But yeah, turns out if you want your trampoline back, all you gotta do is just be him in a trampoline race. Which honestly, I wasn't really like that. I wasn't really that into it because we knew Rigby was going with, but that's around the point. But yeah, and like Rigby crosses the finish line, and by the way, you can like literally see the fire. Like that's just again the great character development. Rigby, like he sees something and he wants to go for it. Of course, he crosses the finish line, gets his trampoline back, and of course, Ziggy for I really do not like that they did that. Like they brought him because you kind of like ruined the whole. You kind of ruined the aspect of the thing. Even though Corny coming in for the save was fine, I just felt as if you're gonna keep. This is one of the issues that I had with that apprentice guy from the Death Kwon-Do delivery episode. That he died, but yet he came back. I didn't like that. If the guy died, he should just like go and just be written off. So yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of evil Willy Wonka coming back in the fold because it just kind of ruins the whole thing for me. But yeah, Corny comes in for the save, knocks him out. Ken knocks him out, and he only has one word for Rivy to do with it: recycle. And apparently, trampolines are not big in the market these days. Like people are getting rid of them. It's insane. But yeah, and it turns out like Rigby, he's glad that he's got his trampoline back, no matter how much his back hurts. And Corny, he is recycled with a flower. And that was California King. My overall thoughts on this episode, I thought it was fine. Like I said, just really basically just more character development out of Rigby, which like I said, it's just been great to see this out of him. Like I said, just really wasn't. My only complaint is really like the evil Willy Wonka dude. Like, you know, just the fact that he came back, even though it is regular show and I get the simplicity of it, just didn't need to be there for me. But overall, it was a decent episode. That was my review on California King. I will see you back next time. See you around.